All right.
All right, we are live, and we'll see if anybody is watching. I don't see anybody yet watching, but hopefully someone will be soon.
Takes a moment.
They'll come in.
It is Super Bowl Sunday, so probably people are starting early, whatever their plans are. Some people.
Hey, you got your ads coming up.
I see that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Just got
Yeah.
hit on the ad on the phone. I'll let it play for you.
No,
For tomorrow? Huh?
I'm done.
For tomorrow.
Nice.
All right, they're coming.
There we go. Hello, Bay Watcher. Hello, Maureen. Good to see you guys. And like I said, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and this is a nice kickoff to that. 49ers versus Kansas City. And I think everybody in the world is rooting for the 49ers, but who knows? We'll see what happens.
Yeah, except the money.
Yeah, right.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to our little show here.
Are you moving the mic around, Mike, Stiggs? Because I'm getting like a bouncing noise.
Yeah.
I was moving something on the table. Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Huh? Yeah, I was moving something on the table. That's why.
No, we're good. We're good. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Today, we're going to talk about the basic conclusion of The Godfather 2, not the final scene, but the wrap up, kind of like at the end of Godfather, the original Godfather, where all the problems are taken care of in one swoop. And the same concept happens here at the end of Godfather 2. So there's basically 3 scenes that are happening in conjunction, and the movie takes you back and forth in each to see them as they're happening. So let's begin with talking about our favorite friend here, our favorite character here, Fredo. So let's see. Fredo is going. Poor Fredo is going out on a boat trip. Why is this not working? This is weird. I was trying to get a picture of him, but it's not working. This is weird. I don't know. Okay, here we go.
Take your time. Find it.
All right.
I knew that was going to be the picture.
Let's see. Now, why is it not showing it's just showing Lake Tahoe. This is weird.
You cropped it out.
Here we go.
Okay, bring it down.
There we go. So there's poor old Fredo out with Al.
Yep.
Fishing.
Al.
Now, the scene starts off with Al getting the boat and bringing it over and picking up Fredo. And Fredo's on the dock with Anthony, and he's going to take Anthony fishing. And the background to this is that since Michael and Fredo had their reconciliation, at least, appeared to be, Fredo has spent most of his time just hanging around the house and going fishing. That's really all he's done. So, and this is the next logical step from the prior scene where Fredo tells Anthony his secret to catching fish, which is saying the Hail Mary before you put the line in the water. So Fredo puts Anthony in the boat, and then you hear Connie yelling from the background, Anthony, your father wants to take you to Reno. And then Fredo goes, Fredo, and he says, oh shit. He says, shit. That's what he says. He goes, all right, it's time for you. Your pop wants to take you to Reno. So he puts him back out, and he tells Anthony, I'm going to say a prayer for you on the boat. And then the boat, he goes, let's go out, and they take him out. Now, here's my question for you guys on this one. Do you think Fredo knew he was going to be clipped at this point?
I think that Hail Mary had nothing to do with the fishing pole at that point. So I'm going to kind of say yeah.
Yeah.
Because when he was praying, he wasn't for catching trout. I think he knew he was going. I think he had a feeling.
That's one of the prevailing theories. That's one of the theories that I've read about, is that people think that he knew. How about you, Thindo? What do you think?
Totally agree.
Yeah.
With that obvious. As a street guy, he was mush and mush. He didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
A guy like that
That's true.
only has forgiveness in his heart. A guy like that don't have malice like that. And when
Right.
he was doing the Our Father, he was teaching that kid what his father had taught him. That's it. I'll never forget my grandmother. She gave up on the movie right there and then. Like,
Oh,
they're
yeah?
going to think we take our own. It was disgusting, that part. Everything about that hit was the total disgrace
Yeah.
to the Sicilian Italian race. Okay. And just him not knowing it and that pity.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys, I don't know how to put it into words. You got to be the street guy to understand.
No, no. And here's what I say about this. I mean,
He did not know anything was coming.
yeah.
He thought his job was to take care of that fishing trip. Neary behind him, he knew he was coming with them. It was just normal with Fredo. I mean, again, as a street guy, you see guys like that in your life. You see that kind of personality, that kind of mentality. They don't think nothing's wrong. See, up here it ain't right. They're not.
That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem, right? He didn't think what he was doing was so bad.
Even have been involved in the whole life of the whole thing.
Yeah,
we know that. But Fiendu's cutting it to you in reality here. This is what we do here. That's what they got to do for the movies. But this is what we do here. So that's what I think.
Yeah, I mean, and look, and I could see it both ways. I definitely can. I mean, I think Fredo was so ubats, so out of it that I kind of agree with you, Fiendu, that I don't think he expected it at that time. I don't at all.
He was
a
Moschino.
Yeah,
I mean, Anthony, a Moschino could be a guy he don't understand nothing. They walk through life like everything's okay. If something goes wrong, they just flop it off. They don't think like we think. They don't act like we act. These are different types of people. We used to call them what? Hang on. Help me out here. We used to call them Gianni. It'll come to me. Go ahead. Pantagelli or something like that. We used to call them. Know. There's that word I'm looking for.
Yeah. Gianni, what's the word? Come on, give us the word because I can't.
Gianni, what is the word? Gianni, when they're useless. They're useless. Nothing. They're justa. Help me, Gianni. I know Gianni knows the word I'm looking for.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. Yeah, so I mean, I think those are the two prevailing theories here, that whether Fredo knew or he didn't know. I think the whole concept of, and I think what this is telling in the movie, because you hear Fredo say the Hail Mary, and then he doesn't complete it, but there's enough time between when you stop hearing him and the gunshot that if you continued to recite the Hail Mary, it would complete. So what Al did was Al allowed him to complete the Hail Mary before he took the shot at him, which I think was pretty telling of the cultural aspect of this, that he had to kill Fredo because that's what he was told to do, but he understood enough how important that was to a Catholic to have said that prayer before he died,
Right. Let the sorry son of a gun say his prayer, and then I'll whack him.
Right.
That's all.
He shot him just before he said, at the hour of our death.
It's it.
Yeah. Right.
See, as a hitman, you don't want to hear all that.
Yeah.
You want to get him out of there before you hear all that. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I would think so.
That's bad karma.
Yeah.
That's bad karma even to a hitman,
Yeah.
The thinking.
Yeah.
The thinking.
Yeah, I think well, let's talk about the next question here, which is, do you think, and we may have touched on this before, but do you think Michael had to kill him?
No.
He didn't have to kill him. He was too stupid to do anything else in life, but
he
could have put him in a corner with a dunce cap on, basically.
You could have put him in that yard on that boat in the playground with them kids. He would have lived happily ever after.
But the reason I would say possibly is because he was easily manipulatable. He could have been manipulated. So if somebody snuck into that yard and got a message into his ear, you never know what would happen.
Yeah, but
He was
would
that
have,
stupid. He was that stupid. So who knows?
that would have been like hitting the lottery to get into that yard at that time.
Yes.
Here's you saw the word that Gianni. I don't know if this is what you were thinking about. This is the word that Gianni said.
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah.
Hang on, another. I get it'll come.
Yeah.
I'm in deep thought right now.
Yeah. I mean, here's my take on it. I think Michael should not have done this, and I think Michael paid dearly for it for the rest of his life for doing this. His conscience killed him for doing this, and because remember, this is not just somebody who betrayed you; it's your brother too. You know,
he pulled his sister into it by pulling Anthony off the boat.
And this right, and Connie's involved too at that point.
He manipulated his sister, unless she's involved, which I don't.
I don't think she was involved.
He manipulated his sister to kill their brother. Can you imagine?
Again, another perfect move by Michael by using somebody. That's all that was. That's all that was. That's what he did best.
Yes, it was good.
And Gianni, you're correct. You know, we've said this before. Michael is the most cold-hearted, ruthless of anyone in this movie. I mean, he's just ruthless. Totally 100%. Ruthless.
But you know what? And we all waited. Right after that, how many of us all waited? Man, I can't wait to see what he gets in the end.
Yeah. Right.
How many thought? We all knew another movie was going to come out. We didn't know when. And we all couldn't wait. And Godfather 3 said it perfect.
Is that the Machiavellian mindset he's implementing?
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
All of his moves, right? All of his moves?
Yeah, every one of them.
It's all about preservation of his princeship. So you think of it as, Machiavelli wrote in terms of princes and kings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Think of it the same way. Michael's the prince. Michael is the king. He does everything to preserve it. That's what he does. Doesn't matter. There's no morality.
Did he follow that writing to a T?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Wow.
Basically, you know what? You live that Machiavellian way. You like that. It's not a ticket to heaven.
No. Right? But it's going to give you maybe an upper hand in that life, probably.
You're going to do what you have to do down here. That's it.
And the same thing as example, and I think I mentioned this in the last episode we talked about. Don Cheech lived to be an ancient old guy, can't even move in the chair. How did he do that? He did that by being by applying Machiavellian principles. That's how he did it.
That's true. Because he was killing the mother, killing the kids.
Yeah.
He didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
So Fredo, and Fredo goes to his end, and I think later on in Godfather 3, we hear that it's the story is that Fredo drowned out in the lake. That's the story that's used. Yeah. Like what happened to Fredo? He drowned while out fishing on the lake.
My Lord, that's what they said.
That's the story for the family. That's what happened to him.
Story.
Yeah.
Hey, that Machiavellian. That'd be a perfect story for you, Stinks, for Big Paul.
Yeah,
there you go. Someone who forgot the Machiavellian way.
Oh, Castellano.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a good point.
Yeah. Right. That's a perfect example of forgetting where you come from. The whole time, Paul Castellano.
Yeah, he knew nothing about that type of,
No, he did, but he forgot.
You can't run it like a corporation. He tried to run it like a corporation. Can't do that.
No.
And then the Machiavellian types
Machiavellians will take you out.
Yeah.
We all, JG took care of that real fast.
Yeah.
That's one thing, you got to keep living that life. You can't just stop living it.
Nope, you got to follow it through.
I don't know if you guys remember, this is a real life part of this. When I first became an attorney, I clerked for the criminal court for a year, and the judge that I worked for, he had prosecuted when he was a prosecutor. He was a prosecutor first, and then he became a judge. You remember the Hail Mary murder case? I don't know if you remember that. And it was based on this. It was all based on this, but it was real life. And it had nothing to do with the mafia. It had to do with these three kids, like 17, 18-year-olds. And they took this fourth kid out on the lake. They made him say a Hail Mary. They said the Hail Mary with him, and they shot him and killed him. And it happened in Passaic County, New Jersey. It happened.
Wow.
And he tried that case and, put them away and such. But it was all based on this movie. It was all based on this scene. Yeah.
That's crazy. Art, life imitating art, art imitating life. I mean,
yeah.
Listen, life imitates art all the time.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah. It does. People
All
don't
the
realize the
time.
impact that
Listen,
art has
life's
on.
even better than arts. It just don't get caught sometimes. Okay.
Most people don't
On
realize
video,
that.
on
Just life
canvas.
does.
Yeah. So just, it's just horrible. Like, whatever. The whole scene is it's so disturbing to me. And I remember even my mom and dad used to say, how could he kill Fredo? How could he kill Fredo? That was something they always said.
My nana used to say it all the time. That's instant bad karma right there.
Mm-hmm.
Your own family member?
Yep.
She always had a philosophy. You could always do something with them.
And it wasn't even done. It wasn't even done in the heat of passion. It was well planned out over time. That's how
premeditated.
Every step led up to it.
Yeah.
Premeditated. Yeah.
He basically planned this out. Yes, you're right. He had like an architect building a building.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
he had it block by block ready to go.
Wow. He had enough years to think about it.
Yeah.
And the old Sicilian saying, it's always better off served cold.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. It really is crazy.
The longer, the better.
All right. So let's go on to the next scene now, which is our friend Hyman Roth and how he meets his end. Here's the picture that was the thumbnail right here.
Yeah.
He comes back from a trip around the world, so to speak, because he was in hiding. He had gone to Israel and wanted to be there as a returned Jew. However, the Israeli government said, we don't need a mafia guy here. We don't need a criminal here. So they would not let him stay there. And as a result, he flies to South America to try to get into a South American country. And Panama would not take him either. So his passport gets invalidated and he needs to return to the United States. And when Michael learns of this, he says, I want that plane met. And that was the previous scene where he gets into the tiff with Tom Hagen. Tom Hagen tries to tell him to talk him out of it a bit. And then at that point, Rocco says, what does Rocco say at that point? He says, it's not impossible. It's difficult, but it's not impossible. So basically, Tom had said, it's like trying to kill the president. It's impossible. Well, it's impossible to do it without a cost. But Michael, I guess, doesn't care about the cost. He wants this done. That's it just
goes to show you how much Michael, trusts Rocco.
Yeah.
But did Rocco volunteer at that point?
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Well, he just turned to Rocco and he said, Rocco. And then Rocco said, difficult, not impossible.
Well, you guys got to remember, too. Right there. That 5 seconds of exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Right away, that's showing weakness in Tom. Michael grabs that weakness. Tom, nothing is impossible, Tom. Right away, there's the strength coming out more and more. He wants to bury Tom just because he didn't agree with him. Now that Rocco said he could do it, gives Michael even more power on Tom. There, now shut up.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You don't know nothing. Watch this.
Right.
Enough said right there. And you got your whole scene of your movie. Of course, Rocco knows he's going to get killed. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're going to walk up on the guy in an airport with reporters, paparazzi, FBI.
I don't know if I would call it an S mission. You got to be careful with that word here, Ant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would call it an S mission.
Oh no!
Did
wasn't one of them. Listen,
Did he just think he was going to maybe just get arrested right there and take the pinch for the family? I don't
Okay.
know.
as
Kamikaze
being one
mission.
of
How about
them-
that? Kamikaze mission. We'll call it a kamikaze
Yeah,
mission.
exactly.
He was definitely going down.
If you're
Well,
one of them guys, Tommy,
No,
if you're one of them guys, listen to me. If you're a Rocco, there's a 50-50 chance at everything,
Right.
buddy, in life. Okay. We know that. You're
Yeah.
going to either come out dead or you're going to come out alive.
Yeah.
He ain't thinking about all that. He's thinking about the Zorchi, the power, and everything else it's going to bring to that family. He's going to bed excited. He knows what he's going to do.
Yeah.
That's it. He's not thinking he's going to get shot. He's thinking he's
Right.
going to do the shooting, get arrested, whatever.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought he thought.
So if you get shot, you're going to die. You're not going to know it anyways. So
He's dressed like a
that's all I
reporter.
can help you
right?
with.
That's his idea. You know, his idea is to get close, is to dress as a reporter, and it works.
Wow,
He gets
look
up
at
there.
that.
He's
As
got his
close
pad out.
as you can get.
Yeah.
He
Wow,
looks
look at
just
that.
like it looks like Howard Cosell there, don't he?
Right, with the fedora and everything.
Look, he looks like a reporter. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay. But he has to act the role. He's got to
Yeah.
act the role.
Now, some of the background to Rocco himself was, if you recall, Rocco was the guy that killed Paulie in the scene with
Yep.
the cannolis. You know, he was the guy that killed Paulie. He was in Clemenza's crew,
Yeah.
and he was a World War II veteran. And if you see in he was injured. He was injured in World War II. In fact, he had a limp from getting shot. And if you see in the part where the assassination attempt on Michael, you see him running, and he runs with a limp in there, and that's because of his
Runs
injuries.
outside the house.
Yes. Right.
Rocco? Who? Rocco?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Now
That's a
Rocco.
big time win.
Yeah. Yeah. Now Rocco was in charge. Now here's the question, right? Rocco was in charge of security at the house. That was his primary goal at the time at the Nevada compound. So is it possible that both Michael and Rocco himself understood that this kamikaze mission had to happen because Rocco's screw up in allowing the assassination attempt on Michael, but not being able to prevent it from happening?
Well, two things happened at the assassination attempt. First of all, he let it happen. Second of all, Michael wanted them alive, and that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Rocco alive. Rocco alive.
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah, but
Who
they
knows?
killed
Who
themselves.
knows what Rocco was doing? Can Rocco have been bad? We don't know.
That's a possibility too. Could
And
Rocco
trying to
have been
make
part of
good
it?
on
Yeah.
his reputation or
Yeah.
putting that armor up by doing this hit? Man, this story can go a lot of different ways.
Hey, now you reaching. Oh,
Real far.
shit.
That's
No.
fine. Hey, look, anything's
Oh, no,
possible.
you did that for another show.
No, but in that world, that's very possible.
Yeah, now Rocco's a rat.
No, I didn't say it.
No, not a rat.
Didn't say
Like
rat.
a turncoat.
No,
He could be
I know.
turncoat. Yeah,
I know,
but-
I know.
Not a rat.
anything's possible.
Yeah.
Anything is possible.
Somebody could have gotten to Rocco. We don't know. Not the law, the underworld.
Yeah, like
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I know.
Anything's possible. They got to his own brother, Fredo, who was Ubats, of course, but they still got to his own brother, Fredo. You know?
right now. I mean, like, there's nothing in this. We don't see anything or
No, we
any
don't.
in the script or anything that tells us that or leads us to that. It's just another possibility that could have happened. We do know that he screwed up. He screwed up because he allowed if he was doing his job to the ultimate degree, he would have not been able. Those two guys with the guns would not have been able to get into the compound. Somehow they were, and they never tell us how. They didn't tell us if Fredo let them in.
But he blames Fredo. He blames Fredo for that.
Yes, correct. It is Fredo's
Who
problem
blames-
because Fredo,
who blames him, Rocco or Michael? Rocco? Who
Michael,
blames Fredo? Michael or Rocco or both?
Michael, I think is blaming Fredo. I don't think. I mean, because here's the thing. Remember when Michael was in his bedroom, the drapes are open. Fredo's the one that went and opened the drapes. Fredo opened those drapes because
Oh my.
I mean that's what I always assumed. Who else was going to do that? It had to be somebody who was in the house. You know, somebody was in the compound in the actual
Unless
house
Rocco was
proper.
involved, and then Rocco made sure they weren't alive for Michael to see or
Right.
talk to.
Right. Exactly. Like, right.
Rocco Rocco let them get clipped after the thing.
Right.
The dogs
Exactly.
came out, but man,
Yeah,
it
but
can
you
go a
got to
lot.
remember. Whoa. Those two guys, they went to do what they had to do.
Sure,
They might have just did themselves, not to get caught by them.
that's true too. Because if they got caught, they were going to be tortured.
Yeah.
They were done. They were going to get their heads chopped off.
It would have been like Charlie M with the eye out in Casino. That would have been like that.
It's the same thing as what Rocco did. These guys went to do a job. Bam. There could have been somebody else there, a third guy that killed both of them, leave them there, and then took off.
Toro, 100%. Toro, I agree with you on that.
So you don't know. You could go all over. You could open up avenues all over on this one.
Yep.
Their own people could have killed them.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no witnesses.
Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Yeah. If it wasn't Fredo that opened the drapes, who would it be? Who would it be? Who would it be? It would have to be Rocco.
Outside. Rocco was in the
Rocco's
outside.
Right. Rocco was outside.
Yeah.
So it would have to be Fredo. Who else would do that? Or have the access to
who has that ability to go into the house.
Well, based on all the information we have and all the players that we see, we would think it would be Rocco. We have no indication that they would have got another guy involved.
Right. And think about how stupid Fredo must be. If Fredo didn't think it was going to be a hit, why on earth would he be opening drapes? I mean, he's really dumb. He's really, really dumb. If you,
the plants needed sunlight.
Yeah. Because he swear, and he's very convincing when he says, "I swear I didn't know it was a hit." He's very convincing. I swear I didn't know it was a hit. Well, then you're one of the dumbest people on the planet, my friend. There's something wrong with you. There's something seriously wrong with you. Oh boy. But anyway,
Joey Pope's comment. You got to look at the comment there, Joey Pope.
Rocco wouldn't have sacrificed himself at the end if he did.
No, he's on the same street. He's on the same avenue, right?
Yeah.
Joey, I'm not. I don't think Rocco was personally involved. That's one of the theories out there. What I think Rocco sacrificed himself because he knew he screwed up. In other words, he volunteered to do that because of the two screw ups that Thindu said. He failed, or Tommy said, somebody said he failed to keep those guys alive and allowed them to somehow get into the compound. And those are two major screw ups that could have ended up with Michael getting killed. So I think he felt that guilt that he was willing to do anything to make up for that. And so if it was him going in and risking himself.
Can you check Johnny's comment? Do we know who actually checked that?
I know. How do you know the drapes weren't open?
Because Kay says, why are the drapes open? Kay says this. Why are the drapes open? In other words, they were normally closed. Why are the drapes open? And that's when Michael looks out the window. That's when Michael looks out the window because
immediately.
The drapes are normally closed and they're not. So,
and it happened while she was sleeping. Somebody opened them.
Yeah, so it's an indication that it's out of the ordinary and that it, you know what I mean? Like, why would she say that?
Man, oh man, if we could show these scenes, how good this would be.
I know.
Yeah, because think about it. If Kay went to sleep, right? She's in bed, she's sleeping. She's actually sleeping and she wakes up when Michael comes in. You would think that she closed the drapes herself before she went to bed.
Before she went to bed. That's what I was thinking. Right.
But while she's sleeping, Fredo goes in there and opens the drapes. You know?
Yeah.
You think he's smart enough to go in there tippy-toeing while she's asleep? We know he's a Dunsky.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe she had a few drinks and she went right to sleep. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe she just was a heavy sleeper.
Right. Or Rocco.
Maybe he did it beforehand.
Or Rocco.
Yeah.
No.
So anyway, so that's where we are. So Roth says a few lines, says a few lines to get a laugh. He's came back to vote in the election or whatever. He didn't give him an absentee ballot, and everyone laughs. And Rocco runs up and just walks up and blows him away. Yep.
Take that.
He really put it right in him, man. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like it's what that's reminiscent of what's his name of Lee Harvey Oswald, how he was killed by
just right there.
Yeah,
Joe
so
Rudy.
it's like they took that image and kind of like put people in on it, like put new characters in on it. It was just almost the same exact thing.
It's unbelievable.
That is an amazing video.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy hitting Oswald.
Yeah.
That is amazing. That video. You see everything.
Yeah.
You see everything.
Really unreal. Wow.
I mean, every news camera in the world was on it.
Right.
He just walked right up and bam.
All right, so Fredo's gone. Roth is now gone, and then our final person is Pantagelli. So Pantagelli is in the army barracks with the FBI guys. I guess he's waiting trial at this point, or waiting, something to happen. He's under arrest because of his recanting of his testimony, and he had his conversation with Tom, so he knows what he's going to do. The FBI guys are at a table playing cards, and they're yelling, "Frankie, come out and play some hearts! Come out and play some hearts!" And they couldn't play spades because they didn't have 4 people, so they were playing hearts. You could play hearts with 3 people.
Yeah.
So nothing. There's no sound. There's nothing. And they kick open the door, and there you have, Frankie Five Angels in the
Five
bathtub.
Angels.
Yep, in the bathtub, much like a Roman emperor or Roman plotter would do 1,000 years earlier. So that chapter is closed. It's completely closed. Now, the thing I wanted to point out about this is, like, while all this is going on, Michael is in the boathouse. When Fredo gets it, Michael's actually in the boathouse looking out the window over the lake. Think about that. How cold that is, that he's actually watching it. He's watching it happen.
But he tried to get him killed, basically. So
yeah.
He betrayed him.
Yeah. And then after it happens, you see Michael sit down in the chair, and it's instant regret. Honestly, and to me, it looks like it's instant regret.
Well, at first, when the gunshot goes, before he says at the hour of our death, amen, the gunshot goes off, Michael bows his head.
Yeah, right. And then
first thing he does is put his head down.
Right. And then he sits down and he's like this. He's like...
You said it. Instant regret right there.
Yeah.
Good. That's what he deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Who deserved it, though? Michael, who deserved the instant regret in his brain, or Fredo deserved to get clipped, or both of them? Wow.
Oh, listen. At that point, like we just talked about, Michael deserved everything. Just to clip your brother like that, that's all I got to say about it. Again, you don't do that. You don't do that.
I agree with you, Thien. I agree with you.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm from the same world. You don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint all you tough guys out there who's ever listening. No, you don't do that.
Well, Sonny wanted to clip his own kid, remember?
That's a no.
Sonny Francis wanted to clip Michael.
Well, I would too. Look at him. No, I'm just
it's even less of an offense.
That's a different story. I mean, you know what, Stiggs?
Unreal.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I think if there's two scenarios.
Hold on.
There's two scenarios.
Go ahead.
The two scenarios are: if Fredo did not know it was a clip, he's that stupid, and he's that stupid. Let's just say he is. He's that stupid. Okay. He didn't know it was going to be an attempted hit. He's pretty darn stupid.
Yeah, he's very stupid.
I don't think you would kill. I don't think it's right to kill him. I don't. You could wall him off. You could basically put him in your own type of institution where he can't do damage. You just wall him off from everything and keep him locked up.
100%. In our minds. What about the Machiavellian mind?
Well, the Machiavelli, he's dead. In Machiavelli, he's dead.
And that's Michael. Yeah. I'm not saying
he's
right,
point,
and I don't agree with it. I'm thinking like Michael when I say what I feel.
No, yeah, no, I get it. I get it, Sticks. I'm just,
I'm not thinking like
yeah,
the three of us because we were
yeah,
never
yeah.
unheard of. No,
But here's
I'm
the thing:
thinking
say
like
he
Michael.
knew it. But let's say in
So-
the second scenario, say he knew it was going to be a hit. What do you think should happen? Should have happened if he
See
knew?
what's Andre? Like I told you, he
Dunce
should have
cap in the corner. Yeah.
put him right into the corner with
Yeah.
the kids in the
Sure.
playground.
Yes.
There's plenty of things you could do with him.
100%.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
minds, the Machiavellian mind, which obviously the three of us don't have right now.
You know,
Yeah.
a guy like Fredo, you grab after that.
But-
If you ever say another word, that's
Okay.
it. It's over.
That's us three. That's not that's
gotta
not the
make 'em
Machiavellian
understand.
mindset.
I know, I'm not saying, but
Mhm.
you could push you're going to make me swear. Stick the Machiavellian
Don't swear,
mindset
don't swear.
right up your green screen, okay? Again,
I
with this
know.
Machiavellian mindset.
That's
Put it
Michael.
on the shelf a second.
Yes. He gets
Oh my
he
God.
gets put in the corner with the dunce cap on, 100%.
Mhm.
100%. Absolutely. No doubt.
Yeah.
He doesn't get clipped by his brother. He gets put in the corner. No
Mhm.
doubt.
Right.
100%.
Right.
Oh boy. But can you live with it every day at that point? Can you? Would you ever think
With that, listen to me. With all that money, you forget about that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, okay, then let it keep eating you up. Let it keep eating. What kind of guy are you if you let something like that keep eating you up?
Right.
Okay.
it's unbelievable? Yeah. It's
At
crazy.
that point, no one got killed, Stiggs.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, remember all that stuff. Nobody
Baywatcher
got
says
killed in
rats. This is an interesting comment by Baywatcher. Rats are Machiavellian too, and that they'll do
Somewhat.
anything.
Somewhat.
They'll do anything to protect
Yes.
themselves. They'll do
He's
anything
right.
to protect themselves.
He's right.
There you
Your
go.
watcher is right. Joey Pope,
Mhm.
good point too, Joey Pope, with that comment. It can go a lot of different ways with a lot of different mindsets.
It
Mhm.
would have been a sign of weakness to who?
To Michael, he's saying.
Yeah, but it would have been a sign of weakness to Michael himself.
Yes, he wouldn't have been
big
able to
deal.
live with the weakness that he had, probably.
Oh my God. Oh, hang on. All right, I'm sorry. It's the puppy.
I think that's what Joey's saying. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know what Joey's
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
I know. I'm just agree to disagree with them.
That's what we do. We analyze.
Look, we all have our
talk-
opinions. That's the whole purpose of this. If we all
The
had
whole
the same
purpose,
opinion,
yeah.
it would be boring.
He's
Yeah,
right.
you're not right.
He's right.
You're not right. You're not
Yeah.
right, and I'm not right.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong, and you know
Why
we
you
all
want
have.
one piece of cheese?
I'm good. That's good. You know what I mean?
What
We
I
all
just
have.
turned on? I just turned on. I'm sorry. I got it. I just turned the channel because the
Yeah.
puppy bowl was on and he started
Yeah,
barking.
the puppy bowl's on. Yeah.
I love the puppy bowl.
Ah.
I just turned the channel. I think it's ESPN.
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought it was ESPN.
Wait. ALV. It's pillow fighting. There's two guys in the ring with a pillow, and they're beating each
Really?
other.
Oh God.
Hang on
What
a
is
second.
that for? What is that all about?
Look.
You guys know?
Oh
They
boy.
got pillows in their hands, guys.
Oh boy.
Look.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Now I
Look.
clean it up.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Look.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Look.
to interrupt you, sure.
Look at your
Come on.
comments. Make sure you're watching all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Minga, you act like this is Dan Rathers just walked in the show or something. It was
Well,
only
the
Patty.
comments are coming in. That's what we want. We
Oh, I
want
know.
interaction. Yeah.
Well, pillow fighting's very important, Sticks. That might be
Yes.
your sport.
Yes. Pillow fight.
Pillow fighting, you know.
Patty's tough.
Eh.
Patty's tough.
Also, but also, who else? Joey Dell's comment.
Where's Joey Dell? Hold on. Well, I had that up. The sign of weakness
And-
comment? Wait a minute, hold on.
No, Joey Dell's comment, and also Joey Pope's last comment. They're all making. They're all part of the show right now, which is what we want. Good job, guys. Good.
Yeah, I know. Patty said the puppy bowl's so cute.
No, not
And he
that.
said pillow fight. They're really, really going there, Sticks.
Not that. Not that.
Yeah, you're really rifling questions in here. Really.
No, the other comment. She said Fredo was a traitor to the family.
Yes,
He had to
yes.
be eliminated.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, we know.
Yeah, she said that.
I'm
Yep.
going up.
Yep.
And Joey Pope, if someone tries once, they will try again.
Yeah.
You may
Right.
so based on this it's an interesting conversation.
Well, anyone who
keep
tried
going
was
on.
eliminated. Anyone who tried was eliminated, except for the Rosado brothers. You know, they Rosado brothers we never find out what happens to the Rosado brothers, which is it's such a glaring missing piece of this. Like, you would
Well, the
think,
missing piece is also that we think they killed Clemenza, right?
yes.
So all of them disappeared out of
Mhm.
nowhere.
Yep.
We don't know what happened to Clemenza. They say heart attack. We don't know.
Right. All we have is Willie Chichi saying, "No, that was no heart attack." That's all we have. That was no heart attack. That's the only clue we have in the whole Clemenza.
I think they poisoned him.
Yeah, could be. Right. That could be passed off as a heart attack. Yeah.
Yep. They did something to Clemenza.
Yep. Here's Salvatore's bringing up. Well, that's a different different thing altogether. Different time period too, and different obviously different type of movie or storyline. But
look at Salvi.
I think Stiggs is frozen. Stiggs is frozen, by the way. We lost him. He's frozen.
Oh, we got to look at that forehead this whole time now.
Oh, he's gone. All right, we'll see if he comes back. I will.
Back.
Hold on. Let me put the invite back in here.
Drop the link.
Yeah. Yep. There he is.
There's Miss Tommy the Machiavellian way Stoliano.
Yes.
Mr. Machiavellian, I'm going to call him now.
Yep.
Best. I can't believe I got to change this. I can't believe what I'm watching. Oh, yeah.
What is that on ESPN? What is that?
You got a guy that looks like a clown. His face is painted, and they got their pillows. They're just doing all kinds of hitting each other with these pillows. Could you imagine getting knocked out by a pillow?
Oh, God. That is ridiculous.
Internet went down for a minute.
I definitely got to make a video of this.
Of what? The puppy bowl?
The puppy bowl and the pillow fights today I witnessed.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah, we lost internet for a minute here.
That's okay.
We're back in business. Just as Del Barton wrestles St. Joe's, my internet goes out. What do you want here? St. Joe's or Del Barton?
What do I pick? St. Joe's. St. Joe's is less of the upper class. It's more of a down to earth school than Del Barton. Del Barton's a bit snobby for me.
Good choice. Good choice.
Okay. So so that's where we are. The next all of the Corleone problems are gone at this point, and then it's just Michael at this point who's going to be looking back, and that's the final scene. Him thinking back to the old days, the good old days, and we'll talk about that next week because I think that scene is very powerful. It tells you a lot of different things about the characters that you never really knew until you see that scene. So it's and you notice Brando's not in that scene, which is very interesting to me because it must have been shot with The Godfather. And I don't know if this is true or not. I assumed it was shot with The Godfather and then never used and then put in Godfather 2. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll look into it and see if I can find anything out. Because Brando's not in it, but everybody else is in it and they look younger. So, I mean, well, Hollywood could make anything possible, but they do look younger.
Right?
Patty, that is Thindu's helper that I'm sending to Buffalo. Mary Burke, yes. I'm sending her to Buffalo, Patty, yes, to help Thindu. Mary Burke comes up in all our algorithms.
Yeah.
Mary Strumolo Burke comes up?
No. Mary Burke is Mary Burke is a construction worker. Well, anyway, she's
not the Belleville politician, huh? Not the Belleville
politician. Not her. She's doing
There goes your algorithms.
It's a red tube thing, I guess you could say.
Okay.
She does construction half naked.
Oh, okay.
Patty, she needs a helper.
We're sending her to Buffalo to help you.
She's gonna work on the stadium. So we're gonna
Yeah,
stadium.
put her on the stadium. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Put Stiggs on the stadium too.
She's coming to help you.
Stiggs might be in a pillar at the stadium. I'll put a sign there. Here lies Tommy Stiliano
Yeah.
from Jersey.
Oh my God.
Too funny.
Daddy, who's this guy they put in the pillar? Oh, long story. I'll tell you after the game.
So I don't know if anybody's watching the Super Bowl. I kind of watch it. I really don't watch it. I'm not a serious watcher of it. So I just kind of flip back and forth or whatever. But I don't go to Super Bowl parties or any of that stuff. I don't do that stuff. So
we're doing that here. We're just making food and hanging out.
And the theory is, right, that if Kansas City wins, he's going to ask what's her name to marry him on the field. That's the theory.
I hope San Francisco kills them today. I'll throw up after the game.
Yeah.
Such a late start for us old folks, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, why isn't it 3:00? Beautiful.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Right.
We're done by 6 or 7. We're done. Done. Party's done. Yep. The food is consumed. You go to bed. You're done. 6 o'clock. They stretch it out to 11 o'clock.
People go to work the next day. You know what I mean? It's not a good mix for us older people. Not a good.
It would be a great Saturday night event. You know how packed the parties would be, the bars, everything, if it was Saturday night.
That's true. I guess they think of it this way. Sunday is normally nothing. So this is like something out of nothing, right? Sunday is normally nothing in the bar scene. Right. Now they have something. You know, that's how they look at it.
I guess so.
But all they have to do is push it back 1 week, and they can have it as a long weekend. That Sunday could be President's weekend, right? And then they would have Monday off. That's all they have to do.
True.
Push, you know.
That's true.
But
Osada gets a thumbs up.
Osada's very busy, probably making chocolate this week.
Yeah,
he's got Valentine's Day coming up.
Good stuff, Osada.
I don't even see Osada in the chat. He's in the chat. I didn't even see him.
He was up above. He was
up above. He just sent me a nice picture.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You see the picture of me and you he sent before, Dindo?
Yeah. I'm gonna put him up.
He's great.
All right, guys. Well, everybody, thank you for joining, and thank you for spending your Sunday a little time with us as we discuss these very important things. And have a good rest of the week. Good rest of the Sunday. One more to go for this. We'll take a little break, and then we'll back into it with our Godfather 3 or Coda, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. That's going to be interesting because people have such wide opinions of it. You know, like some people really hate it. Some people love it. Some people like it. So it's going
to be interesting.
Yeah. We'll see where it lands. We'll break it down piece by piece and see how it goes.
Yeah.
But as always, thank you for joining. And I would say, God bless. Hit the like button and we'll see you next week. Ciao. For now, as Tommy would say.